Hello everyone, my name is Zulkarnain Haider. In the last lecture, we talked about general anatomy and anatomical nomenclature of planes, the planes in which the body is divided, and about the normal anatomical position. As we talked about the median plane, coronal plane, and transverse plane. One more thing I wanted to revise here that this median plane actually gives the definition of two things. The one is medial, the other is lateral. Same, the coronal plane gives definition of two different words, which is anterior and posterior. The transverse plane gives rise to two definitions, one is superior and one is inferior. Now we are going to talk about the terms of positions, the positions which are used in basic anatomy and even in regional anatomy and systemic anatomy. It builds a relationship between location of a structure to other structures of the body, and it is important to keep in mind that these terms are relative as they describe the location of a structure in relationship to other structures of the body. So these terms are anterior, and opposite to that is posterior. As we divided the body into coronal plane, it divides the body into anterior and posterior parts of the body. The anterior is actually towards or at the front side of the body. Same, the posterior is towards or at the back side of the body. This is not a rocket science concept, this is an easy concept which you have to understand. The other is median and lateral. This is the thing which we can see in the median plane. In the median plane, the medial is towards the median plane of the body, means to the midline of the body or to the mid-sagittal plane of the body, and the lateral is away from the median plane of the body. Anything 1 inches away from the median plane is actually lateral to it. And in the superior, if we see, it is the horizontal plane which divides the body into superior and inferior. Superior is towards the top of the head, inferior is towards the sole of the feet. Means towards the feet, the part is inferior, towards the head, the part is superior. Then we come to superficial and deep. Superficial is nearer to the surface of the body. Deep is farther away from the surface of the body. As we can say that arteries are always deep and veins are always superficial. So from here we can conclude it. Then we come to internal and external. Internal is actually nearer to the interior of the body or a body part. External is farther away from the interior of the body or a body part. Internal is inside of the body, external is outside of the body. Or if we relate things or structures with each other, they can be internal or external to each other. Then we come to proximal and distal. Proximal is towards the origin or beginning of a structure. Distal is away from the origin or beginning of a structure. If we draw a humerus, let's draw a humerus bone here. This is not a scientific diagram. Its proximal region is its origin and its distal region is its end. And if we see the palmar is actually pertaining to the front side of hand, which is, for example, if we are in anatomical position, our hands are like this towards the anterior side, the palm of a hand, and the palm side is known as the palmar side. And if we come to the plantar side pertaining to the sole bottom of the foot, I cannot show you my foot now, but if you just make a concept that at the sole side it is known as plantar. As you know that there is palmistry, same is like plantistry. It was a part of joke about plantistry. Actually there are no lines like on hand, on the palm, on the sole, so that the palmist can see a sole and can tell us the future. It's all about a mystery which we don't know. So don't get into it, just remain to the medical sciences. So it's enough for today's lecture of the terms of position. I hope you understand, and do ask the questions if you have any in the comments, and please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.